So, I think this really needs to be said, and I think this really needs to be brought up, because there are some people saying this, but the problem is it isn't being saying enough, and the people that are saying it are not doing anything about it. Now, the problem is we are talking about here is the fact that there are, quite frankly, crazy people in Black Lives Matter. Now, I 100% agree, let's lay the groundwork here, I 100% agree with the idea that, you know, there needs to be an improvement in, you know, the relationship between the black communities and the police officers and the police organisations in the United States. I 100% agree with that. I think the police need better training. And you know, there are situations where, like Los Angeles, where this happened, and the Las Vegas, sorry, not Los Angeles, the Las Vegas did this, and their rates went down by about 37%. That's pretty good, if you ask me. So that straight away says to me, there is a problem, does need to be solved. Black Lives Matter is bringing this attention on this problem, and that is a good thing. The problem is, in your movement, there are basically crazy people that are making, you know, ridiculous demands, saying stupid shit. Like, as much as they want to deny it, there are people out there saying, you know, let's go out killing cops, you know, that, you know, white lives do not matter. But again, even when you look at it statistically, white people do get killed in, you know, the same amount. Well, they do and they don't, but white people do have, you know, the exact same problems that black people are facing with the police. So one of the things you'd think that Black Lives Matter would want to do is get the police on side, and you need the police on side. Now, this weekend, just gone, a section of the Black Lives Matter protest got together with their police department and had a barbecue to foster, you know, relations. The problem is that another section, I think it was the DC branch, decided to go, this is not Black Lives Matter. We do not endorse what this section of Black Lives Matter is saying. This is absolutely insane. Now, if this continues, because at the moment you're at a high level of support, if this continues, your support will drop off dramatically. Just look what happened at Occupy Wall Street, and that is a perfect example of what happens when crazies come out of the woodwork and you don't get rid of them or say, hey, this is not what this is about. You know, look at what happened. You know, you had a movement whose sole organisation was that, you know, something needs to be done about the financial system, the banks, you know, need to be brought to account. That was their message. What happens? You have these people who come in and infiltrate. Well, they didn't infiltrate, they came and they started, you know, demanding that their voices be heard when they had nothing to say on this matter or regarding, you know, banks. And just go back, if you don't believe me, and look at all the stuff that came out, like the progressive stack and, you know, the disaster and the good that could have been done from Occupy Wall Street was absolutely, the rug was pulled underneath them by these crazy people. And I'm sorry, but these people have taken your movement and are saying crazy and ridiculous stuff. And you need to do something about it, because you're going to lose support pretty fast if you don't say, hey, this is what it's about, that's not what it's about, so either get with our program or go and found your own movement. Now, that itself is another, I think, another topic of discussion. But if you don't start to sort out, you know, the lunatics in your asylum, if you don't regain control, they will be running it. And, you know, you'll have lost an incredible chance to actually make change in the country.